To target or not to target. Today I want to talk about whether you should be using your homepage to target a specific city search or whether you should keep it targeted towards your state for local SEO purposes. Now, this all arises because I see so many of these videos that will go do an analysis of a website for local SEO. And just because the website looks nice and has a nice structure, all of a sudden it's an A+. It's a good job well done. And it's unfortunate that there's just so much bad information out there today about SEO because every argument can sound correct when done in an interesting way or just basically when made online, right? So I want to look into this so we can say definitively what we should be doing and what are the benefits of that. So first of all, let me just jump in to a Google search here in incognito, and I'm going to pull up roofing Seattle. Let's try that. So what we want to do is we're not really concerned about any of this. What we want to do is go down to these primary results here, and we're going to go 1, click, 2, click, 3. Okay. So number 1, we want to look now at this and see, are they targeting a city or a state or nothing? And where are they doing well and where are they not doing well? Okay. So first of all, number 1, title, Seattle Roofing Company. Okay. That's right there. The most important piece of their website is going for the search Seattle Roofing Company, which Seattle Roofing is a part of. And then we see expert roofing services, okay, in serving Seattle, Washington. So the words roofing and Seattle are in the description, but this is kind of the most powerful piece of the page with this being secondary. And then we can see in their headings, Seattle Roofing is right there in their first prominent header. They could change that to an H1. It might actually help them a little, but they're ranking number 1. So now we can see right up front, the number 1 ranking company in the Seattle area is targeting a city, not the state. Number 2, okay, let's pull this up. We can see here, Seattle Roofers right there in the title. And then we can see they have Seattle once again and roofing in their description. And if I go to the headings, best Seattle roofers. So the top 2 even service businesses here are using their home pages to target a city, and it gives them that traffic. Now, I just really quick want to look at the difference. Not only is there, obviously, if you're targeting the state, right, then that is, you're going to get a bunch of people, even if you get the search, that aren't even in your area. They can't even do business with you, right? So I just wanted to look really quick. Even then, Washington Roofing has 260 searches. Roofer in Washington has 170. I wouldn't even be surprised if Washington Roofing was actually a company name. But now if we go to that same search, but we do the words Seattle and roof and apply that, we can see that Seattle Roofing Company has 720. So we have almost, a few thousand or more total searches that are more for the general Seattle search. So these guys are likely cleaning up by being at the top of those searches. Very important, right? So let's just do one more here. Let's do plumber in Portland. Let's see what that looks like. So if I come down here, I'm not looking at these. We want to see down here the people who are ranking, right? So we have a Reddit and a Yelp, and then we have another and another. Now, let's look at this. So mix Portland plumbing right there. In Portland, right? Plumbing problems in Portland. It's a lot of P's, right? And then we can see in the headings, their H1 is plumbing in your trusted Portland plumber. They have an H2 here with Portland plumber, right? So probably could be a little bit more targeted here, but they're ranking number 1. Usually that is going to come from authority. Roto-Rooter, dude, I see these guys everywhere, okay? This isn't their homepage, obviously, but I think it's really important to learn here. Once again, they do plumber, Portland, Oregon, local plumber in Portland here, and then their headings, Portland, Oregon, plumber in Portland is their H1, and then plumbing solutions in Portland. This is always a really good. This company has been one of my go-tos for just studying local SEO and how to do it. These guys just do such a great job. So we can see that even though it's not their homepage because they're a giant company, they're outranking a lot of these other businesses because just of their targeting. So plumber in Portland, painless professional plumber here, right? And then we could see Portland's painless professional plumber. So they might actually be able to jump up in front of this Roto-Rooter if they did a better job. You know, who's searching for painless professional plumber, right? Or Portland's painless professional plumber. Or, you know, so plumber in Portland, yeah, that's pretty good. But I would say here and here, you could do a better job at targeting the search. So I don't want to go any crazier into this. Obviously, none of our examples here were targeting the state. So, you know, I guess the argument is that somehow that gives you a benefit on Google Maps. It doesn't, right? That's not going to help you on Google Maps. So, and even if it does, the amount of help there is not going to be worth the loss from not using your homepage to target. Most, if not all of these local companies we just looked at were using their homepage to target a city, and it works. And it means they're getting thousands and thousands of clicks to their website that their competitors aren't getting because they're not focused on using that authority and that homepage to rank for specific keywords. So unless you have 5, 10 or more locations, if you're a 1, 2, 3 location business, use the authority on your homepage to rank for specific city keyword. One specific city keyword, and work on building your authority up so that you can rank in the top 3, if not number 1. And if that's the difference between 5, 10, 20, 50 calls a month, that is huge for anyone's business. So don't waste that authority. Make sure you know exactly what you're targeting with each page, and with your homepage, use that authority to target properly, and you will see dividends over time. That's what I have for today. I got some downloads, everything. You want to talk to me, whatever, brightbeamseo.com. See you tomorrow.